Let's do it. Are you timing?
Yeah?
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
We haven't started yet. We haven't started. Right. This was 5 whiteboard ideas, and I remembered another one. So it's 6 whiteboard ideas in a minute a slide, probably, and we'll see how we go. For those who don't know, basically one of the hats I wear is I work for Smart as a smartboard trainer, so I do a lot of stuff in schools showing them how to use your interactive whiteboard. And the thing I really like is putting the interactive into the interactive whiteboard. Rather than just being a screen for you to show stuff, it's things that you can actually do. And over the last year, the thing I've found really been going down well with teachers has been interactive whiteboard starters. So things to start your lesson off with, or maybe things you could use as a plenary. So if we start with idea number 1, anagram games. So these could be your keywords, and this is audience participation. So go.
Boiling.
Okay.
Boiling.
Fast. Sometimes I sit here with a group of scientists staring at the screen for 30 seconds saying I have no idea what that is. Anagrams, just put words on the screen. If you want to do it complicated, hide them in boxes and put things on. Otherwise, just cover them up with pen or hide them with shapes. Reveal one word, then reveal the other word. There is a website, I think it's wordsmith.org/anagram, or just Google anagram generator. It'll be the first hit you get. You type in your keywords, it'll generate the anagrams for you, so you haven't got to think about it. Just copy one that's not rude, paste it onto your page. You do get some really nice ones sometimes. The only bit I've made it more complicated than it needs to be is I've downloaded the countdown theme tune off the web and linked it to that clock. But you don't even need that. You could use the timer from Smart or Promethean or whatever whiteboard software you've got. And this could even be done in Word. Just type in Word and cover it with a shape. Idea number 2, use pictures. I'm a big fan of Flickr for getting images. I use one of the Creative Commons Flickr searches. One's called bluemountains.net, and I use that to search for pictures that are copyright, well, not copyright free, but they're Creative Commons. The person who uses it lets me use it as long as I credit the source. So the address at the bottom there is the web address of the person's Flickr page where I got that picture from. And all my slides now, I'll have the pictures, I'll credit where I got the image from. This is one for a science lesson. Nice, powerful picture there, talking about friction. Is friction good here? Do you want high friction, low friction? Where might you want the friction to be high? Where might you want the friction to be low, or whatever? And just using an image like that to grab the attention. My other favourite site, those that follow me on Twitter are sick of me probably talking about it, is the Big Picture, which is boston.com/bigpicture, Boston Times. Every couple of days they do a photo story with probably 30 high quality images. That's the hamster. High quality images that you can not use in your own resources as such, but show them on the screen for people to use using it through the website is fine. I don't copy and paste those into this, but I just show them. So what do you think of this image? Or a quick reveal. So this is using the Smart Notebook reveal button where I can click on pictures and reveal things. You can guess the famous building.
London.
Yeah. So I did this in Canada and I had no idea. But I do it here straight away. I couldn't be asked to change the picture so that you could get a Canadian picture on. But yeah, it takes ages. I don't know. Buckingham Palace. But we just revealed the picture. Kids can guess what it is. It could be an image that they need to know about. It could be part of the diagram. You could use a spotlight if you wanted to. Idea number 3, hide and drag. So I have things that are hidden behind objects or hidden off the screen. And yeah, this is great, this one. I apologise for the phrase pull out an organ. You have to, this could be a game, the kids got 1 minute to speak about the thing that they get. So you could use the timer, and we're going to pull out the first one, which is the brain. So I've got 1 minute to talk about the brain. You could make it a kind of taboo game where there's certain words they can't say, or they just have to describe it. And so they can get different organs at random. There's the stomach, there's the kidney, the intestines, and so on. Alright, it's kind of fun. Bit sick.
You're fun.
But I'm a scientist, so that's what we do. Or have things slightly hidden off the screen. Often when people do these kind of things, they try and hide things under objects, but you can push things just so it's off the screen. As long as you leave enough to grab, you can put it down. So kids can do mental starters. There's a sun on there, answer the sun. And they can pull that one down and answer the sun. So different kids can come up and just grab a balloon or pull something off the screen. And I've got a similar version of fishing rods. The fishing rods, you pull the fishing rod out of the bucket and attach to the ends the countries, and they've got to say what the capital is and answer the question there. But once I've drawn the fishing rod, I just put it in the galleries, which is there for me to use, and I just attach different objects to the bottom and just hide behind a shape. I'm not sure if I've kept, yeah, this version I've just drawn a big blue box and we're just pulling them up out of the water. I shared this online recently, the teacher sent me back a version they'd done. They actually had attached fish to each one with a sum on each fish. So you're pulling out the fish and there's sums or questions or things on the fishing rod. But The fishing rod, I am sad enough to have drawn that with the line tool. Three thick lines plus a circle and a thin line, but you don't have to do that. You can just draw a wiggly line and group it. Easy. Use layers. Some of you may have seen this one before. This box is on the middle layer in terms of how everything is organised. The insects are on the back layer and the non-insects are on the front layer. The upshot of that is that if I drag something that doesn't go in the box, it doesn't go in the box. All the insects that go in the box, that's not an insect. Some of you now thinking, but surely it's an insect. The butterfly goes in the box because it is an insect. The crab doesn't, but the ant does. I am anal enough to have worked out that you can be a bit more creative with the layers. You don't need to do this, but I do. I've used the camera tool to photograph the front of the box, so it's in front of the back of the box. So my bee actually looks like he is in the box. But that's just the kind of thing I do because I have too much time on my hands.
No life.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I thought I'd move on. Keyword bingo. Now this is a key stage 4 example, but this can work all the way down. The kids make a bingo grid in their books. This bit isn't on the whiteboard. They just copy the words down. 3 by 3 grid. They pick 9 of the 12 words that I've got to learn from. They've got to learn from their topic or that are related to their topic. And when they're done, they've all got a different bingo grid. If they've got a dingo, they're in trouble. A different bingo grid. And under here are the definitions of the words. So you might pull off that box, the lowest point between 2 waves. You might pull off the height of the wave, amplitude. Amplitude in the box, cross it off. And so you play bingo. The first version of this idea just had the word. They had to recognise the word and cross it off. There's not a lot of processing going on there. But lower down, you might do that. They're recognising the word and recognise it on their grid. This was key stage 4. I wanted to know what the words mean. So we were just putting these off. Top of a wave, peak, where waves spread out, diffraction, and so on. So we're doing this kind of bingo game. All I've done is type the words on there and just draw boxes over the top. There's nothing too clever. You don't have to have words. I'm doing, oh, absolutely right, I'm nearly done. Excellent. And the final idea, which I love, plenary circle. This is at the end of the lesson. This could just be at the start of the lesson as well. I have seen this done from key stage 2 right up to key stage 5. It's just the idea's the same, the words get more complicated. The kids pull 2 words into the circle to say a sentence like, I know that, dot, 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 I have learned, dot, dot, dot. So I've learned that plastic is an insulator. And then they might go and sit back down. And somebody else might say, I know that metal is a conductor. And they go and sit down. So you're just making different sentences. If you've got a really clever group, you might leave a word in for the next person to link to. But you've got to then think a bit more about the words you put around the outside to do that. And the other thing I've started doing is sort of putting on help for people who don't know what these resources do, where you have the help off the screen and you just pull the instructions on. So you're not going to have the instructions on the screen, you can have the instructions just hiding off and you just pull these on when you want to give a little bit more help. And you could use that with kids as well. A bit of extra information that you pull off the side of the screen. I think